This is actually deeper than what I thought. He said something that nearly wants to make me cry. He said, we are too conversant with what we enjoy. Like you easily breathe in air and out. You enjoy it like it's your normal thing. What's up, lovies? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Esther and you're welcome back to another reaction video. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, you're welcome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you'll be the first person to be notified whenever I drop any beautiful video on this channel. And to all of my amazing subscribers, super members, you guys are so adorable. So now I'll be reacting to the example of the mosquito. The example of the mosquito. What is it talking about? Anyways, without further ado, let's dive into the video. Under the Quran. Did they not reflect upon the Quran? The example of the mosquito, episode 1. People of Islam present, okay?
Indeed, Allah is not ashamed to present a mosquito as an example or anything that is above it.
Okay.
As for those who believe, they know that it is the truth from their Lord.
Okay.
But as for those who disbelieve, they say, what did Allah intend by this example? The Quran, chapter 2, verse 26. The first question that comes to mind is, what does Allah mean when using a mosquito as an example? Essentially, Allah is saying that even a fly is enough to demonstrate his existence.
Yes.
At first glance, you might be thinking, how? But by doing some reflection, it will hopefully make a lot more sense.
Okay.
Let's consider that this verse came down 1,400 years ago to a tribe in the middle of a desert. It is only in the last 200 years that science has made huge progress and knowledge has increased like never before. What we once thought was an insignificant little fly has actually proved to be a phenomenal species full of complexities. Here are some facts that we have come to know. The mosquito egg is always laid in water. As the mother lays her eggs, she sticks them together into an array to form a raft structure to stop them from sinking.
Wow.
From there, the eggs turn into larvae that swim around upside down on the surface of the water whilst breathing through a tube, a bit like a snorkel. The larvae then turn into pupae and then break out as adults with the ability to fly instantly.
Yes.
This small insect that has hatched is currently the deadliest animal in the world.
True.
Ever wondered why they have extremely fast reflexes? Well, that's because the mosquito has a pair of compound eyes. Each compound eye is made up of hundreds of mini eyes called lenses that curve around. Each lens takes an image at a different angle which its brain processes. For this reason, the mosquito can see almost everything happening around it at any given time without having to turn around. Physicists have been fascinated by this and have been trying to copy this system to develop self-driving cars, drones, and safety cameras, to say the least.
What is great?
The mosquito uses carbon dioxide sensors to detect your breath from up to 50 meters away. Once it finds its way into your room, it detects heat from your body to land exactly where it will start to suck your blood. This is how they see you in the dark when you are asleep. Amazingly, the mosquito uses 6 needles to suck blood in a highly sophisticated manner. First, it removes a protective layer to expose the needles. Then it uses the sharp teeth on the outside 2 needles to drill through your skin, like a saw. The 2 inner needles hold the cut open whilst the middle 2 probe around to find a blood vessel. Once a blood vessel is found, one of the probe needles spits chemicals to numb the pain and help your blood to flow. The other probe needle acts like a straw and starts sucking your blood. As it sucks, Its body separates the water and squeezes it out of its back to pack in as many nutrients as possible. Sounds like a surgical operation, right?
Yeah.
This is an image of the mosquito's foot. It is made up of a complex array of features that protect it and allow it to land on many different surfaces, such as water, to feed its eggs. As for its wings, the mosquito flaps them about 1,000 times every single second to help it fly. It is clear that this
1,000
tiny
times per
creature we can
second?
barely see with the naked eye is packed with many efficient systems allowing it to function and breed. Let's now refer back to the verse in the Quran. After Allah presents the example of a mosquito, He then says, and what is above it. The Arabic used for this, فَمَا فَوْقَهَا, linguistically has many meanings, including what is above it physically and what is above it in size. Guess what? All definitions apply. In terms of size, well, we don't have to look too far into nature to see that a mosquito is nothing compared to what is out there. The universe is so complex, yet so perfect, that it is beyond human comprehension. What about above it physically? Well, scientists have discovered that some mosquitoes have tiny larval water mites that live above them as parasites.
I'm enjoying this.
Allah continues the verse and says, as for those who believe, they know that it is the truth from their Lord. See, as Muslims, we believe that everything around us screams the existence of a creator.
Yes, as a
In
Christian,
fact,
I believe too.
when we are asked for proof, we respond by asking where the proof isn't, even if it is just a fly. Allah then says, but as for those who disbelieve, they say, what did Allah intend by this example? Isn't this the case? Wouldn't the disbeliever credit all of this to anything other than a creator, such as evolution or chance? Wouldn't the disbeliever still consider the mosquito insignificant and unimpressive? The reality is, we are all so used to the world around us. We are so used to how perfect nature is and how perfectly its laws allow us to sustain life. The fact of the matter is, if all of humanity gathered together, we couldn't create a single fly. And if we gathered all of our knowledge, it wouldn't even be a small fraction of what we still don't know. Yet some of us sadly believe that we have enough wisdom and intelligence to deny there is a creator as a possibility, just because it doesn't make sense. Think about this. To copy just one of the systems in a mosquito, we need years of research and teams of scientists around the world to produce something half as good. Yet the mosquito is lighter than a feather, can hardly be seen, and is jam-packed full of systems and sensors that allow it to live. And remember, the mosquito is only one of millions of different species that are on planet Earth alone, each one having unique characteristics. Isn't this verse so incredibly profound?
It's incredibly profound.
إن الله لا يستحي أن يضرب مثلا ما بعوضة فما فوقها فأما الذين آمنوا فيعلمون أنه الحق من ربهم وأما الذين كفروا فيقولون ماذا أراد الله بهذا مثلا يضل به كثيرا ويهدي به كثيرا وما يضل به إلا الفاسقين.
Who can know God? No one. Like, we can't finish, like, if we keep praising him in names, we don't know all of his name. Seriously, I'm a science student and I've learned about mosquito, but not to this extent of what this person actually brought out. I was shocked to my bone marrow. Like, this is amazing. Truly, if anyone could not actually says that, could not believe that there is God, the person actually is ready to face the wrath of God. Like one song would do saying that everything on earth praise God. Even the trees, as they wave, they are praising God. Even the ocean, even the rain, even the sun, everything testifies the name of God. He said something that nearly wants to make me cry. He said, we are too used, too conversant with what we enjoy. Like you easily breathe in air and out. You enjoyed it like it's your normal thing. You don't even need to say thank you for making me breathe in air easily and breathing out carbon dioxide. No, you see it as normal thing. But when somebody falls sick, maybe your relative or somebody very close to you, and they have to start paying for oxygen, they pay for oxygen per hour. Then you know the then you know when you visit the hospital often, it helps you to be able to praise God. When there are some people they can't ease themselves on their own, they can't use the washroom, they have to aid them to use the washroom. Some people can't feed on their own, like you can decide what you want to eat and eat on your own. There are some persons that are placed on diets and they can't even eat by themselves. They can't take that fresh air you are taking in by yourself. They can't do it. They can't do a lot of things. They can't stand up, they can't dance, they can a lot of persons can't even pray, can't kneel down while praying. This is actually deeper than what I thought. Wow. I think this is part one. I don't know if there's part two or more. Please, I need you to be able to drop that link at the comment section if there are other parts. I really need to see this. Truly, for God to have made this pronounced and made the mosquito as an example, he never and he will never make a mistake. He doesn't make a mistake when he uses anything as an example. This is really myself. I used to think about it that humanly, you can't actually pinch yourself and cut out blood. But mosquitoes, as small as they are, as light as they were, when they will be able to get to your vein and bring out blood. Myself, even before listening to this, I just said God is great. Because it looks somehow, before you can bring out blood, you need to cut yourself maybe with a sharp object. But for mosquitoes, this tiny insect could fly and actually pierce into you. My goodness, God is great. This is so amazing. I enjoy seriously. I learned a lot from this. Not only enjoying this, I learned a lot of this, and this actually help me to help me to know as in it's opened my eyes to another dimension of praising God. This is so amazing. I believe you've also learned one or two things from this video, and I believe you have picked one or two things from this video. Don't forget to give it massive thumbs up. If you're here to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, share to all family and friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Signing out. Ciao.